The civil authorities have issued a 911 telephone outage emergency for all of New York, beginning at 6 p.m. and ending at 8 p.m. Cell phone service from all major carriers have stopped working throughout the entire state of New York. This includes the 911 telephone service, as well as alternative lines. We are asking all residents that if you have an emergency, please go to the nearest police or fire department station or hospital, depending on the type of emergency.
Perks give you deals on the food you love. The kind of deals that make your boogie.
Telephone outage emergency. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Ohio Emergency Management Agency, Columbus, Ohio. There are widespread reports of cell and landline outages throughout all of the carriers from within the state of Ohio. This outage includes contacting 911 or alternative emergency circuits. We are asking that if you have an emergency to go to the nearest police, fire department, or hospital. It is unknown at this time on what is causing these outages.
Don't be afraid. This Halloween will be just like last. We'll buy tons of Reese's Cups for the youngins.
Landline and cell phone communication lines appear to be down throughout all major carriers in the Chicago area. We are asking all residents that if you have an emergency, to rush to the nearest emergency service station such as a police or fire department or to the nearest hospital. 911 and alternative numbers to 911 emergency services appear to not be working. As a result of this outage, we will inform the public when restoration will occur.
Hershey's all.
This is a message from the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the Federal Communications Commission. We are working to resolve the national cellular and landline outage occurring across the United States. It appears that these communication failures have occurred shortly after sunset, depending on what city and time zone you are in. We urge all residents that if you are a member of your family as in has a life-threatening emergency, rush them to the nearest police, fire, or hospital service station. That is all that we have at this time. Thank you.
This is gonna be America's favorite breakfast. They just don't know it yet.
These are a few of my favorite
Wendy's is changing the game from this to a breakfast that eats other breakfasts.
This message is from the Federal Communications Commission and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. We are urging all residents of the United States to unplug anything with a computer in it, as computers across the nation appear to be glitching simultaneously. An astronomical event appears to be the cause of the malfunctioning of electronic devices with any sort of computer. All residents of the United States are advised to shut off anything with a computer chip in it.
और घर पे अंकल आंटी जी कैसे हैं?
कैसे ही होंगे यार, पापा दी नौकरी चली गई है, छुट्टी कह के भेजिया सी, वापस बुलाया ही नहीं। चल छड़, अमृतसर कैसा है?
सब सेम ही है यार।
पता नहीं लोग कैसे घर चला रहे हैं पूजा, और डेरी ते सब ठीक है?
एक मिनट होल्ड कर। अच्छा चल, मैं तेनू बाद विच कॉल करनी है।
ठीक है, तू ख्याल रख अपना।
This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast systems and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This cable system has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most cable systems will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is Blueverse Cable. We will continue to serve the Shreveport area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to cable systems providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Shreveport area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is Blueverse Cable. This cable system will continue furnishing news, official information.
This is a national information statement. The United States and nations across the world under nightfall right now are in a state of disarray with technology. At around 9:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, numerous power grids across the United States and Canada have failed. It has been confirmed by many sources that numerous malfunctions with vehicles with a computer chip have also occurred. Computers across the nation have appeared to have gone erratic. Airplanes across the country are crashing due to this major computer malfunction. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration has confirmed that a strange and newly discovered phenomenon known as blue moon has seemed to have put computers into an erratic state. We urge all residents of the United States that if you are currently with power right now, to disconnect from the grid immediately and shelter in place until sunrise tomorrow morning. The following actions have been taken to ensure the safety of the general public. The Federal Aviation Administration has ordered all planes across the country to be grounded until further notice. Once again, this is a direct order from the President of the United States and numerous cabinet secretaries of their respective departments. To disconnect from the electrical grid, you must turn off all of your at-home breakers. This concludes this emergency alert message from the United States government.
The system will continue furnishing news, official information. This concludes operations under the emergency alert system. Normal programming operations may now resume.
The Federal Emergency Management Agency has issued an all-clear for the National Emergency Declaration issued on October 31st, 2020 at 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Widespread reports indicate that after sunrise, technology has stopped going out of control. NASA has confirmed that the blue moon phenomenon has ended in several cities and should end across more cities off the east coast of the United States. Residents across the Central, Mountain, Pacific, Hawaii, Aleutian, Alaska, and other United States time zones should continue to shelter in place until sunrise occurs. Listen to local and state officials. This concludes this emergency alert message.